I feel like this season, one of my mandates has been to expose the counterfeits and the counterfeit spirits, which are operating through Jezebel and Delilah. And you only learn and gain more revelation and get equipped and trained with spiritual warfare and spiritual discernment as you're walking through these seasons yourself. And so I feel like I have been in one of the longest battles and seasons of my own personal life, face to face with the spirit of Jezebel and Delilah. And I'm seeing the counterfeit deception everywhere. Counterfeits are something that defraud and deceive the real thing, people from the real thing. And so a lot of these things are coming through relationships, which are counterfeit covenants, which are demonic covenants, because you're coming into covenant with the Jezebel spirit and the Delilah spirit, which these spirits are seducing spirits. They deceive, they seduce, and they blind people. They put a blindfold on people because they come in very subtle, but they come in very sneaky, but they come in a form of deception and seduction where you don't even recognize it until it's almost too late, or like it's already full blown. The demonic assignment is already full blown. And so these counterfeit assignments are coming because God is on the move to bring in covenant assignments, covenant alignments for the covenant assignments. That could be for marriages, covenant marriages. That can be for covenant opportunities, covenant inheritances, the covenant assignments where, you know, there's no doubt and no question that God wants you to do a certain thing. Even with business blueprints, there can be something that almost looks like the real thing, but it's not. It's coming as a counterfeit contracts. And so if you are visioning and getting downloads of blueprints and visions from God for new blueprints this season, pray about everything. Pray about every decision. Pray about every step that you're taking, and get the right voices around you. You know, be tuned into his voice first and foremost, but get the right voices around you that are speaking into alignment into that vision, and even over some of your relationships. Because if you're not seeing something, if you have other people that have strong discernment around you that are a voice that you could trust, then they're going to speak something that's either going to confirm it, because maybe you're picking something up, but you're not sure and you're doubting and you're questioning your discernment a little bit. Get people around you that are going to either confirm that or they're going to reveal that. They're either going to confirm that to you or they're going to reveal that to you. And be ready to receive the truth, because some of these people around you, you think they love you and you think you love them. And they've been around for a long time. Because one thing about the Jezebel spirit, it takes its time on its prey. It takes its time. The Jezebel spirit will work on a victim for years. Jezebel and Delilah, they will work and prey on their victim for as long as it takes. They don't easily give up, because when they're on assignment to complete the assignment. And so if you're not seeing it and somebody around you is seeing what you're not seeing, take heed to that warning. Take heed to what they are discerning in the spirit. Because even sometimes when you are blind to these things, sometimes you don't want to hear the truth. Sometimes you don't want to believe what you're seeing. You'll ignore the red flags in people and relationships, because you think that these people were sent to you by God. You think that these people really care about you. And I was reading about Samson and Delilah again last night. And the main thing with that whole story and that whole plot of the enemy was to get to Samson's strength, but to also get to his vision, which was his strength, and to get him to go back on his Nazirite vow to God. See, these spirits operating together, they're bringing you into idolatry. So that's the spirit of Baal. And they're also bringing you into sexual immorality, immoral things. Maybe it's not, sexual things if it's not a relationship type situation, but they're getting you basically to step out of your vows with God, getting you basically to step out of your covenant with God, getting you to compromise, getting you to sabotage the visions and the covenant promises of God. And so that's the main thing that spirit is sent to do, and also to derail you from your mandate and your assignment on your life from God. And so it comes in to gain information. It's always checking in on you. It's always asking questions. It's always coming to find things out about you. Or if you are in a relationship, it wants to know all of your secrets. It wants to know everything that you're planning, everything that you're visioning, everything that you have plans for your future. Because if you're sharing that information, if you're sharing that intel with these people who you think care about you, who you think are sent by God, who you think love you, then those spirits operating through those people are getting exactly what they need to try to assassinate your vision, to try to assassinate your destiny, to try to assassinate those blueprints that are over your life. We are in such a time of the download of blueprints from heaven, big blueprints, big visions, big moves of God, a big shift of God, a new era, a new time, a new, just everything new that God is doing right now. And so the enemy doesn't want those new things to come. He doesn't want you to step into the new. He wants you to stay stuck to those old things, those things that are keeping you stagnant and dormant and sabotaged and bound. So just when you're getting ready to see it and step out of it and move away from something that you kind of know isn't for you, or you're picking something up, or some things are getting revealed to you and the deception is lifting a little bit. What I noticed also with these spirits, Delilah and Jezebel, and then the idolatry, is then they're shape-shifting, and then they're coming through the sabotage of Python. And just before you try to get out and you're almost aware of what's going on, and you start to see just a little bit, even if you're just getting a glimpse of this counterfeit assignment, it tightens its grip. Python is a snake, and it wraps around you and it coils around you and it tightens its grip, and it keeps you back. It keeps you from moving out and getting out and fully getting that freedom. And so the grip gets a little bit tighter, and then here comes another plot. Here comes another tactic of the enemy. So it's moving very subtly. It's moving very sneaky, and it's coming with a new agenda every time. And the good thing about it is every time it comes with a different agenda, and every time it comes with a different plot, if you are a person of discernment, you're discerning it before that plot takes full effect. And so God will reveal it and expose it to maybe even somebody that's close to you, if you're not the one seeing it, if you're the one deceived by it, and so that those people know how to pray for you. So it is very important that you are surrounded by covenant people right now, by covenant people. This is happening to family members right now, and thank God that some of your family members are in covenant with God, and they are seeing this thing for what it really is, and they are not afraid to expose it. They're calling it out for what it is. They're calling Jezebel a witch because Jezebel's a witch. They're calling Delilah a seducer because Delilah is a seducer. They're calling Python the sabotage of destiny, and going after that snake of sabotage and the destiny destroyer. They're going after the pride that is surrounding some of the people that are deceived because they don't want to listen.